Good morning, guys. This is Joanna from Heavenly Angels 2017. I was drawn to do a reading with Archangel Michael today, for anyone who needs it. Archangel Michael is the angel who's closest to God. He is the boss of all the angels. He's the angel of protection. He's the angel of it helps you to identify your life purpose. He helps you find the courage and strength to get through challenging situations. He helps you to express yourself. He gives you the courage basically that you need to make any necessary life changes. You can call upon Archangel Michael and his army of angels at any time, day or night, with any situation. Archangel Michael is usually associated with the colour blue or indigo. When he comes to me, it's usually blue and indigo. They're the colours I associate with him. He's the angel that helps you to cut cords with anyone or anything that no longer serves you. And he is basically, he's just the boss of all the angels. He comes today to remind you that you can call upon him and ask him for advice. Ask him to help you to communicate yourself better. Ask him to help you ground and protect your energy. Ask him to help you to support loved ones. To guide them as well. There's a little prayer here, and it says, Archangel Michael, thank you for assisting me with describe your situation. Please help me be filled with faith and peace at all times. So he really is a loving angel. He's also the angel of humour. He loves to see you smile and hear you laugh, and he loves to play pranks. So I'll probably get tongue-tied numerous times in this video as I'm really pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and Michael, I work closely with him, so he probably will make me have a few little bloopers as I talk, but that's the usual anyway. So first of all, I'm asking Archangel Michael what you need to know. So this is a general reading. It may resonate, it may not. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Just be open, because when Archangel Michael comes along, he's the angel of change. So when he comes, you're usually going through a period of spiritual transformation. And he's the angel that will give you the kick that you need to get moving and to help you to know which direction to take. So the first card here will identify what you need to know right now. So I'm just going to shuffle them out and put this up there. So what I'm going to do is shuffle the cards out and place them in their positions, and then we'll go through them. So the first card represents what Michael wants you to know right now. He wants you to respect yourself the same way you respect others. He wants you to be loyal to yourself, to pull back your energy, focus on your own needs and wants at this time, and do what's best for you. Usually when this card comes up, it's when people are kind of giving too much to others and feeling worn out and drained. And let's be honest, if you keep giving, people will keep taking. So we can't even blame other people. But Michael wants you to know that it's safe for you to pull back your energy, focus on yourself, and be selfish for a while. Be selfish with your time. Be selective who you spend your energy with. If you're going around people and you're constantly feeling tired and worn out and exhausted, it's just a negative pattern, and it's not going to change until you change it. So Michael wants you to pull back in your energy and focus on yourself, and trust that it's okay to do that. It's not selfish to want your own time to assess your own needs. We've been born into societies where we've been culturally conditioned to feel that, we have to do what other people need and want all the time, and we always need to seek the approval of others. But it's not like that. At the end of the day, we're all on a path, and we're all here to grow and ascend and to fulfill our own life purposes. So basically that's what Michael's message is. He's telling you to pull back your energy, focus on yourself, be loyal to yourself, treat yourself the way you treat other people, and don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty about taking time out. If you get a call off somebody or a text and you want you to do something for them, just say, can you do it yourself? Is there any other way you can do it? I'm not available right now. And by doing that, you will protect your energy, but you'll also gain more respect for yourself by saying no. And people will respect you too, so you'll be setting boundaries. So that's what he wants you to know right now. So the next card is what cords need to be cut right now. So here we have the release card. So you have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. Sorry about the glare. So basically, it's releasing what no longer serves you. And now as we're in Mercury retrograde, it's the perfect time to figure out what we need to release. As it is in Libra, and it's associated with the seventh house, it's all to do with our relationships, whether they're romantic, platonic, family, working relationships, it doesn't matter. It's about you figuring out what you need to let go of, what cords need to be cut. Is it cords with the past? Are you, obviously with this Mercury retrograde, you may be reminiscing, and people from the past may contact with you and try and connect in with you. But it's up to you to use your own discernment. Because at the end of the day, sometimes people can change, and we're always changing, but sometimes it can be for the better and sometimes it's not. So it's up to you to decide. But here he's asking you to release what no longer serves you, and it comes in the perfect position with in the spread, as it's asking what needs to be cut, what cords need to be cut. It could be unhealthy eating, unhealthy thinking, unhealthy habits. It could be spending time with the wrong energies, giving. You know yourself what it is, but that's the message there. So the third one is how to protect your enemy energy. You see, I knew I'd start off with the getting tongue tied. So you've got Phoenix. It's saying, how's that for a happily ever after? So it's basically, for me, it's, you've come through so much, and you can see in the cards that you're probably at a stage in your life where you just need some direction and you need some encouragement. And like the Phoenix, you will rise, you will have your happily ever after. But in the meantime, you've got to pull back in your energy, focus on self-respect, release what no longer serves you. It's all about empowering yourself, trusting in the divine, trusting that you can face any challenge and that you will overcome it. And like the Phoenix, you will rise. If you do read, or you like listening to audibles or checking out videos or YouTubers, I suggest trying to learn as much as you can about whatever you're interested in, because when the book's here, it reminds you to gather knowledge, write out your thoughts and feelings. And I know I say all this a lot to people, and it's the same in readings, but my whole aim for any reading is to empower you to make the changes that you need to make. Life, it can be difficult at times, but at times we make it harder for ourselves. When you pull back your power and really focus on what you need to do, that's when everything starts flowing for you, and that's when you feel like your life is just going the way it's meant to go. Your angel is always around you. He's always trying to guard you. He's always protecting you, but sometimes you're so caught up in your head you don't realise. And it's the same with me. There's times I know Michael's around and I probably don't give him enough respect that I should, because he really has been my saviour. He's been a blessing, and he continues to help me in every way. So he's here to tell you he can do that for you. And angels are omnipresent. They can be in several places at once. If you call upon an angel, you're not taking their attention from somebody else. They are omnipresent. So this is just reminding you to by protecting your energy, is again pulling back, focusing on yourself, trusting that you will get through the storm. And is also, it's to not get into other people's dramas, focus on yourself. And whatever whatever negative situations are going on around you, just pull back your energy and say, it's nothing to do with me. I'm not going to focus on that right now. If someone rings you and they're gossiping and talking about other people, just cut them short. I don't want to talk about that. I've done it myself when I was young, and I see we can all get caught up in a trap. We don't realise what we're doing. But now I just keep my circle small and I pull back, and I'm a lot happier for it. And I think when you start realising that you don't have to weigh yourself down with other people's issues or energies and emotions, then you'll see that the storm is not even as bad as what you think as well. But this is telling you, you will have your happily ever after, but you've got to protect your energy by pulling back your attention. So as Archangel Michael is the angel of life purpose, and he helps you to figure out your life purpose, I decided to pull 3 cards because it's a general read. You know, I didn't want to just pull 1 card and then you didn't resonate and think, oh, that's not for me. But 3 cards is given 3 different aspects to see where the life purpose could be. So here we have career change. So it's your embracing upon a career that brings you to the joy and abundance you deserve and you desire and deserve. So if any of you are going through a career change right now, and it might feel nerve-wracking, you know, it's the fear of the unknown, but Michael's here telling you, I'm here and I'm going to support you, I'm going to guide you, and just let me worry about the how and the when. You know, focus on what you can do in the present moment and trust that you are going into the unknown, but at the end of the day, you're going in with faith and it will work out. So for those of you that have been worrying about changing careers, are you making the right decision? This is telling you, yes, you are. And there he is, he's up there, he's standing up there, and he's your beacon of light. So I hope that resonates with some. And then the second, we have creative expression. So your soul longs to express itself creatively. When you connect in and feed your soul and start really living your life purpose, your life changes on a level that you could never imagine before. So if you're drawn to, whether it's writing, it's singing, playing an instrument, whether you're drawn to art, it doesn't matter. Once you feel the joy and the passion that you're meant to feel. A lot of times we're stuck in jobs that we don't really, it's a means to an end. And we can wake up in the morning and say, F my life, I don't want to have to go through another day of this crap, you know, especially when it comes to our working life. But this is telling you, your soul is longing to express itself creatively, sorry. So do what brings you joy and allow yourself the time. And I know we have to work and we have to pay bills. I'm not saying give up your job and run off and, you know, go to paint in the hills, but it's about making time for it and bringing a balance into your life. So eventually you can make that hobby basically pay your bills. Because ultimately that's the biggest joy in life, is doing what you love. So whatever creativity you have been kind of neglecting, it's telling you to get back into it. And, you know, there's online classes, there's one-to-one classes, there's group classes, there's books, there's audibles, there's everything. The information is there for you to try and learn whatever you need to. And you're never too old. My mum is 70 and she's starting art, and I'm delighted. You know, and she's starting with a book on her own and an easel and a canvas, and if that's what it takes to get to that age and do it, it doesn't matter. It's about, you know, taking the bull by the horns and saying, you know what, I'm going to try this, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. So the last one there is options. So it's about considering the career possibilities that are upon you. And if you see here, we have the balance. It's the angel of balance. So, you know, don't make decisions based on impulse. Don't make decisions based on, you know, indecision, you know, because you feel like you need to just make the decision. It's about pulling back your energy, focusing on what suits you best and looking at all angles and researching. Because when you're caught in a position and you don't know how to make a choice and you don't know which direction to take, that's the clear sign to pull back and say, do you know what, I need to focus on gathering more information so you can make an informed decision. But at the same time, it's calling out Archangel Michael to help you to find your life purpose and to trust in his guidance and be open. If you're driving in the car and a job opportunity pops up, or you hear of an online course or an event or a class, you know, they're all signs. That's how our angels connect with us, to go to these things and try them out. So it is, they are always trying to connect in with us. So the 5th card is asking which area of your life that you need to be courageous. So I was going to use these. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, these. So we're going to use these. I love these tarot. So definitely it's that one. We're just talking about decisions and we get the 2 of Swords. And the 2 of Swords is about If you see her, it's like she doesn't know which, well, you can't really see her, but with the blindfold, she's not sure of which side to go, left or right. She's two choices, and she's not 100% on which way to go. So again, it's about pulling back your energy and being courageous, not to be making choices to suit other people. It's about focusing on yourself, gathering the information, and it's also about making choices from the heart, not just always logical or rational choices. It's connecting in with your heart space and allowing yourself to really decide through your own wants and desires, and not always down to the nitty gritty of other people's opinions. You know, sometimes facts are obviously the facts are brilliant to work with, but they're not always what you need. Sometimes you have to go with your heart and follow that. So I'm just going to pull two more regarding this, because I think they're beautiful cards. So again, which area of your life needs you to be more courageous? So we've got the Four of Coins. So to me, this card always represents, first of all, it's balancing your energy, balancing your resources, your money, your time. Which area of your life deserves more time than others? Some people see this as the miser and holding on. And if you have resources that you're afraid to use, the advice here is be courageous and use it, because you'll always have what you need. You'll always have what you not necessarily what you want, but what you need will always come to you if you're open to it. And when you are starting to really work with Archangel Michael, you will see that he will always lead you towards your highest good. It's just about being open. But if you have been thinking about traveling and putting it off, don't. There you have it, the globe. It's time to go. It's time to use the resources that you have and trust that more will come. Because if you're holding on with a fear of lack, or a fear of not having enough, that's when you will always not have enough. It's about letting go, using what you have, and trusting in the divine and trusting in yourself. So the last card here to help you be courageous in your life, you've got the Wheel. So this is the card of destiny. It's major arcana. It talks of significant change. So the delays and stagnation that have been present in your life lately are all going to come to an end. This is the card of moving forward. It's the card of luck. It's, as I said, the card of destiny. It's telling you that the time for action is on the way, and it may come unexpectedly, but it will come at a time when it's needed, and when you've just got to say, you know what, I have to go with this. It's a very positive card because the wheel keeps turning. So my advice would be to grab the bull by the horns and do what you need to do, and trust. It's about trusting. If you've been thinking, again, bringing it back to travel, if you're thinking about traveling, this is the card that tells you, yes, the travel is there. Spread your wings. And it is about moving forward fearlessly and not worrying about the hows and the whens. You'll always be led towards your highest good. So it's really interesting. So the next card represents how to strengthen your relationship with Archangel Michael. So we have here these beautiful angel therapy cards. So we'll see what comes out here. He really is a loving, he's fierce, he's protective, he's humorous, but he really is an amazing angel to work with. And he is always around, especially when you need to make these changes. He will give you the courage that you need. He will show you the people who are true to you. He will show you the people that don't have your back. You will feel disappointed in situations not working out your own way, but in time you'll realise why, and it'll work out better than expected. So please do work with him. He is an amazing angel. So how to strengthen your connection with him is your ear chakra. So it's saying notice messages that appear as sounds, music and words from both eternal sources and external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. So our angels, our guides, our loved ones, they always connect with us through our inner knowingness. They connect in with our different chakras in our ear chakra. And this is about your inner knowingness, trusting in that voice that tells you this is what you need to do. Trust in that simple just that gut feeling of I have to do it this way. When a song comes on and you hear something in that song that literally gives you a message, go with it. When someone says a saying or answers a question that you didn't even ask, that's when you know it's your angels communicating with you. So again, get out in nature as well. Listen to the beautiful soothing sounds in nature, because you can find a lot of answers there as well. So the way you can strengthen your relationship with Archangel Michael is to notice the messages that appear as sounds, music and words. So again, you could be reading something and pop up and you'll get an epiphany, and that light bulb moment will just say, you know what, this is what I need to do. And that's how you strengthen your connection with Michael. He obviously normally tries to communicate with us more so when we are relaxed. So it's about spending time in nature, you know, meditating if you can. I know people find it very hard, but just trying to be still and quiet in your own energy, and that's how we can communicate. Another way I always try and teach people is cards. Cards are a great way for our angels, guides, loved ones to connect with us. You know, you get a deck of cards, you write out a few questions, ground yourself, clear and cleanse the cards before you start, and then you just ask, you set the intention for you to receive what you need from whoever you're asking from. Write out your questions, and then turn your cards one at a time. Write out what you pick up from that card, and that's another way they can communicate with you. So it is very positive, the reading, because it's very empowering, and it's exactly what Michael is here to do, is to empower you to make the changes. So advice and encouragement moving forward. So I have these little I think they're clysters of the tarot. I love these little cards. So advice moving forward from Michael. So what does the collective need to know right now, Michael? Okay. So you've got the Six of Pentacles. So this card is assuring you, if you follow the above advice or the previous advice, everything that you need will always come to you. It's about the balance. It's about the giving and the receiving. Again, it brings it back to the energy, being mindful of who you share your energy with. It comes in the form of abundance. You may hear of a windfall, of an inheritance. It's also about reassessing the objects and material items that you have in your home, and you know, asking, do I need that? Could someone else use that? Donate it, regift it, you know, because that's how things flow when you give and take, and the balance of giving and receiving. But this is assuring you that no matter what you're worried about, no matter what you feel you need right now, or what you need in the immediate future, he's telling you it will come. So it's about focusing on what you need to focus on, and trusting that your needs will always be met, you know, by going into the energy of listening, being open to receive. That's how you'll strengthen the relationship with him, and you'll just divinely know, you know, that you're divinely protected, you're divinely guided, and you'll know which way to go. So the next one, look at this, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Like, this is the most it's one of the most positive cards in the deck, because it's not only the happy home life, it's the happy stability, it's the happy home life, but it's the stability, you know, the financial security, the success in your working life. It's the time of enjoying your home comforts and reaping all that you've sown. It's one of the happiest cards. You've got the Ten of Cups, which is also the happy family card, but this is the happy family and home card, working life card. It's success. It's the Third Pentacle as well that has came out. So, you know, if there's a lot of it, well, look, we're living in a time where, you know, there's a lot of fear mongering. You know, we're told there's restrictions, energy crisis, this crisis, that crisis. There's always a crisis, but it's how you tune into it. You know, if you listen to it and you live in that level of a lack, then you'll just attract lack. But if you actually raise your consciousness and say, you know what, the universe will always bring me what I need, and it truly will. But it's about keeping your vibration raised, grounding and protecting your energy, and not focusing on what the general narrative is, because if you were to focus on that, you'd never succeed. And there we have it, the World. Tens are completions cards, and the World is also the completion card. So this is telling you everything that you need is there. Everything that you desire is there. If you want to travel, you can travel the world. It's all there for you. Connect in with your own energy. You know, show yourself the self-respect that you deserve. Be loyal to yourself. Be selective with who you share your energy with. Release what no longer serves you. Trust that the storm is, you're rising up out of that storm. You've got different choices regarding your life purpose. You've got to make decisions based on your heart space. Trust that the divine will always provide what you need, and know that you can have more than you can ever desire as well. So one last message. This is from the Energy Oracle. And we'll see what we have here. We'll do one more shuffle. Oh, here we go. So you've got the all tied up. So you've got a choice here. You can focus on what I've just explained here today, or you can tie yourself up in knots by focusing on other people's energies. You can focus on a general narrative. You can sit and listen to the news. You can watch negative programs. You can watch, you can listen to the end of the world is coming. You can believe that we're not going to have any power. We're not going to have any food. A lot of these things happening right now are staged, and it's up to us to free ourselves and not get tied up in the general narrative. Don't get tied up in negative people. Stay away from negative Nellies, and just focus on yourself and keep your mind positive. Keep your thoughts positive. Keep your mind on what you want, and trust that you can live in this, or you can have your 10 of Pentacles. So it's up to you. So be mindful when you're around situations that you feel drained, that lower your energy, that you feel stressed. Then you've got to pull back and distance yourself for those type of energies and situations. And we'll always have them. We've got them with our loved ones, in our relationships, our intimate relationships. It's about pulling back and saying, you know what, I need to just focus on me. I'm not going to get all tied up right now because this situation doesn't serve me. And then one more, we've got the care of connections. So when you do focus on raising your vibration, and you do focus on self-respect, releasing what no longer serves you and people, releasing situations, releasing disappointments, letting go of hurt, you will open yourself up to more caring connections, people who are on your soul level, people that you may meet and they may feel familiar to you, but you haven't met them before on this physical plane. But there's a lot of past life connections, reconnecting with each other as people are raising their consciousness. If you meet somebody, whether it's male, female, or it's an animal or a child, and you feel their energy and it kind of blends in, that's telling you it's your soul family. And it's spend as much time as you can with people that you feel connected to, because life can be very tough and it can be very overwhelming. But if you have been seeking a relationship, by letting go of what no longer serves you, by focusing on what your soul's purpose is, this is when the people that you are meant to meet will come into your life, and they will stay. They will stay. This is your soul family. They will have your back, but first you've got to have your own back. So I hope that resonates with you. Please like, share and subscribe if it does, and don't forget to thank your angels. Thank them for all that they do, especially Archangel Michael, and know that he is just a thought away. So I hope that resonates, guys. Thank you. Bye.